How's this for official usage bits? Don't call the fire marshal. You would have more room if the leadership would give us larger office space, so we're relying on you to make that intriguing for us.
When we're in the majority, we'll grant them larger space. Do you believe that? It's Josh, he's a superstar.
Everybody ready?
Getting close.
Wait.
What do you need me to do?
You're good.
Hold up the Starbucks cup?
There you go. Mountain Dew. It's a generational difference, right? They are. That's right.
You start with
Yeah, I'll wait for everybody to get ready.
Okay.
Is everybody good?
I think so.
Cameras are still working.
Okay.
Everybody's good? TV guys are good?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, thank you all for coming today. First of all, it's an honor to sit next to my good friend Mike May, who I had the honor of serving with in the House, and to play the role of minority leader opposite Representative May. We're ready to get to work. We're eager to get to work. The state of Colorado, as with the nation, faces really grave economic circumstances that's going to require the best efforts, the best thinking, and a lot of good faith on the part of the members of the House and Senate. And we approach the task over the next 120 days with that philosophy. We want to work together and try and get some things done where we can. Towards that end, actually, I'll let Representative May maybe offer us some general remarks, and then we want to talk with some specificity about transportation.
I'm just happy to be here. I think we'll just get right into the meat of it. We just had a caucus meeting downstairs, and I'm about talked out on general remarks. So, and these folks all came to hear what we got to say. So you can go.
Okay. Well, you've heard it 1,000 times, and you're going to hear it 1,000 times more over the next 120 days. Is the job one in this General Assembly is jobs, and an important part of that conversation is the transportation issue. And over the span of the last 6 weeks, since the election, both in November and then the leadership election, when the Democrats and Republicans chose their leaders, there have been a flurry of conversations between myself, Representative May, and the Speaker, the Speaker-elect, the Speaker designee, whatever you want to call him, and President Groff on this transportation issue. And one idea that we have spent a lot of time talking about is an idea we want to share with you today, and that is that we believe very strongly that the state of Colorado should leverage all of the assets it has to invest in new transportation infrastructure, in particular focusing on the 120 some odd structurally deficient roads and bridges. Many of you who are veterans around here know that in the past 4 or 5 years, the General Assembly has leveraged the equity in state buildings to undertake a range of capital projects. We've built new prisons, we've built new college campuses. The famed hole in the ground over there on the Auraria campus will be filled using the equity, leveraging the equity in state buildings. We built, there was the best proposal last year, the K-12 proposal that Andrew Romanoff carried and offered with Kerry Kennedy, would leverage the equity in school buildings to build around new buildings. What we're proposing is to use that same financing tool that's helped us build colleges and schoolhouses and prisons to fix those bridges that are most in need of repair, the 120 some odd roads and bridges. It's called certificates of participation. Many of you are familiar with it. Essentially, the equity in state buildings helps secure an upfront lump sum cash payment. And in return, the General Assembly dedicates an amount of money to pay that back over the span of 10, 12, 15 years, depending on how it's structured. A couple of important things about it. First, this financing approach is tested, tried, and true. Again, it's been used many times in the past, and the courts have validated it as credible and constitutional. The second thing that is a central benefit of it, and that is that it's the one way to get a significant infusion of new investment into the economy soon, like this spring or early summer, as much as $500 million. Actually, not as much as you could actually do significantly more than as little as $500 million. And so those are, I think, the two primary benefits. And the final thing is it's a creative way to get additional money into transportation infrastructure at a time when budgets are lean and finances are tight. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Representative May to provide his comments.
We can put Coloradans to work, and we can take care of our roads and bridges all at once. They're talking about this on a national level. This is a national problem, not just Colorado. That's why the Congress and the incoming president are talking about getting money out as quickly as possible to the states. The amount that Colorado will get is, although we'll be thankful for whatever they send us on road and bridge, is not enough. It's not enough to solve our road and bridge problem. It's not enough to put Colorado to work. And transportation, as you all know, it affects every aspect of our economy. It affects our tourism. It affects agriculture. It affects every part of our state. And projects are ready to go. They're sitting there. It's not like we have to go out and find them. All they're lacking is funding. And of course, we hear that on many areas. But this is a way we can do it. We have discussed this with our Democrat counterparts in the legislature. We've had some hopeful talks with them, and we really hope this can be a bipartisan effort. It is a two-part piece. We're looking at a minimum of some $500 million, depending upon how the final numbers come out, perhaps as much as $1 billion if we structure it, if we're creative, if we're smart, and we focus on what's good for Colorado's roads and bridges and transportation and Colorado workers. We can do this, and if we forget the partisan politics, we can make this happen, and we put people to work. And that's what our hope is. I want to open up for questions.
Good question.
We're here for you.
You guys talked about with your Democratic counterparts. Have you talked to the governor's office much on that?
Yeah, the conversation, I bet there's been probably 24 conversations with leadership, the governor. The governor has also designated